every year it gets bigger and better. AwesomeCon is awesome.
AwesomeCon is awesome!
Everyone gets a little taste of the fandom that they want, and it's just a great experience all weekend long.
Coffee is running across the street.
It's
And
like
it
right
turns out there's a Jem fan that was serving the coffee, so like he's like comes back and he's like, we need an autograph picture for the barista.
I think we were walking past. I saw you like walking out with the autograph thing. I was like, oh, they must be like giving it to somebody.
Yeah. We've seen some epic Jem cosplay. Oh my gosh.
I saw like 2 so far.
Yeah, there was one that came today. There was a drag queen Jem that came yesterday that had like the most amazing
Yeah, I saw
hair.
that. That's the one I saw
That
yesterday.
was incredible.
I saw an incredible one earlier today too.
Yeah, she was really good.
I know we're not officially recording, but I mean, like, how does that feel to see such a presence still
Oh my
in
gosh,
2019?
it's hard to not get emotional sometimes because it's like such beautiful homage to the show. You know, it's amazing to see the reach. It never gets old.
Yeah.
It really does.
Bad battery?
We got this one.
All right, cool. As long as we're good.
Thank God you got a second.
Exactly.
Always prepared.
You guys can go ahead.
All
Okay.
right, cool.
All right.
Awesome.
So CJ and Najee here. We were talking with Samantha Newark, the original voice of Jem. How's it going?
That's me. I'm good. How are you guys doing?
doing
So nervous, so shy.
Doing great.
Cute.
Doing great.
Oh my gosh, we're having the best time this weekend. It's so much fun.
Cool. I mean, piggybacking off of what we were saying before we started, you know, it's 2019. You know, most
Yeah.
people, we have a fond nostalgia for old cartoons, whether it's Transformers, He-Man, you know, Jem, and all that stuff. So, what has it been like for you, 2019? People are still like Jem, like it still just resonates.
It's amazing. I see people like they walk past and then you see the light bulb goes on and then they just suddenly they're their 8-year-old selves again and they melt and it's the sweetest thing. And I was just saying, it just never gets old. It's and the stories that are connected to their experiences of the show. Because a lot of kids like back in the day were latchkey kids. And they would run home to watch Jem, and you know we were supposed to be their friends. They wanted very, very real. It was not cartoony in that sense, even though the show was very campy.
Very
but it had a lot of heart. It was like a soap opera for kids, you know, and it really connected with kids.
I firmly believe there's still a place for it, as you can see by the fans' response here. We just seen She-Ra get revamped on Netflix. Are any of these possibilities coming down the pipeline?
I don't know. It's like Hasbro is so like super secretive and like always.
No, it's understandable.
To know.
It's understandable.
Yeah, they keep
Very
things really close to the belt. I mean, the fan base is just it's rabid and it's never gone away. All these years later, and now the Jem kids are turning their kids onto Jem. So we're doing #NextGeneration. Because we're meeting all these little kids now that are watching Jem.
So how did you go into doing the voice acting for that? 'Cause I mean, that was your first time doing voice acting, right?
It was. I think I'd done a commercial before that, but I was a singer since I was a little kid professionally, and then when I got signed to my agent, they just kind of threw me out there in the deep end, like, here, you're auditioning for films and cartoons, and I just would show up. And yeah, in fact, when I auditioned for Jem, I couldn't really feel it out on how I did, you know, I just didn't know. And you get used to just auditioning and like just leaving and expecting to not hear anything. And I booked the lead, and now I'm sitting here talking to you lovely people all these years later. So
Let me ask
it's pretty incredible.
Let me ask a quick question. The people that you come to the cons with obviously have been very hands-on with getting you set up. Could you talk about who you are here with today? Because you talked about how they helped you get started to get your coffee run, but
oh my gosh! So I'm here with my family. So it's my little brother Daniel and his partner Dean, and they're getting married in October.
Oh,
so awesome!
Congratulations!
And they're representing with their Jem earrings on their lapels. So
nice.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't do it without my team because it's, as you can imagine, it's pretty crazy, and just multitasking in this arena is just would be crazy. And then I'm here with Plastic Empire, of course. They're the people that invited me, and they're awesome to work with. And this is the second show that I've been invited to through Plastic Empire. So because we got our Jem Pops. Finally.
That's something I was kind of shocked. It's like, why was that not a thing years ago?
The fans have been salivating for so many years. I was just talking to somebody, like they were going so crazy they started customizing their own.
Oh, that's usually how it starts.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, I'm going to make a Jerrica or make my thing into a gem. So now we actually have a real gem, and there's a pizzazz as well. And we've been signing them like crazy.
End up getting pops?
What, say again?
So do you feel the whole gang is going to end up getting all the pops?
I've been in show business for so long, you just never know.
Oh, okay.
But I know the fans would love. I mean, it would be kind of a shame if they didn't do all the Misfits and all the holograms.
Now,
so we'll just have to wait and see.
Now, so Jem is also in that whole era of the '80s, clearly with Transformers and stuff.
Yeah.
Was there ever any? I mean, I know you did some voices in Transformers and stuff. But was there ever any interplay with a lot of the voice actors and stuff in that whole knit with He-Man and all that stuff?
Not really, because when we did Jem, we recorded ensemble, so we literally, as voice actors, worked together all in one room, which was fantastic. And I believe part of the magic and the staying power of the show was having the freedom to be able to do that. Transformers was different though, because I had guest starring roles. So I went in and they'd book it like after a session of Jem, and so I didn't get to work ensemble with them. Yeah, it was just Wally Burr, the director, and myself, and
So I think this may be one of the most popular questions that you endure at cons, possibly. But 2015, we do know that there was a live action version of Jem and The Holograms. Can you tell me about your initial reaction upon hearing it was happening, and then your reaction after you arrived?
After the train went off the cliff. Initially, I was completely floored, and I kind of knew. Well, let's say I hoped at some point it would either be a fan film or they would try to develop something, because the fans had just been so loud about it for so many years. And then, of course, I was under non-disclosure, so I couldn't say a word. And then the trailer came out, which unfortunately I feel was a failure because it didn't show anything that was familiar to the fans. So they were like, what? No synergy, no holographic technology, no Misfits? And I was like, and I couldn't say anything. And I just kind of watched it, just like the hate train happen. And I understand it's like, nostalgia is so important to people, and it's so... it was difficult
so
for
much.
But I always tell the fans, because I do get asked this a lot, that Jem is like a Jem multiverse. So there's like comic book Jem, there's the original Jem, there's Robot Chicken Jem. That's right. And they're all
That's
homages.
a nice one biology for this.
They're all homages in their own precious way, because the fans, everybody, there's something for everybody.
And this is why I always ask. So, Robot Chicken touched on Jem. That show lampoons everything, so nothing is off limits. What was your reaction seeing that?
I loved it. I loved it. I mean, like I said, it's all love for Jem, and it's twisted, which I thought it was hilarious. Like, my sense of humor is pretty dark and funny, but I loved it. The Wheels on the Bus one was like,
oh man,
oh my gosh, I can't believe they went there. It was hilarious.
Great. I guess lastly, I mean, so where are you kind of sitting at right now in terms of just, I guess, work-wise?
So, just being able to, I say to the fans often, like, I didn't get to meet them when the show was on, when they were little, and that would have just been so precious to me as well as to them. So to meet the grown-up Jem kids now, every chance I get to be invited to a show, if I can, I jump on it, because it's like the love job. It's just, it's incredible, and I feel very humbled, and I'm constantly in awe of the reach of the show and what it's meant to people. Like,
the kid in us never dies. It's always always
it should never die. Like these shows are precious. Nostalgia is really powerful.
Because I think, like I told you yesterday, I was like, I legit thought it was anime, like that. Because again, I was starting to watch anime in the '80s a little bit, so it was like, this anime. I was like, I guess, and now it's like, oh, this is actually like animated, just like the people that did G.I. Joe. It's like, oh,
and like big budget and like a real orchestra for all the music, and so Yes, if you haven't seen Jem and The Holograms, you
watch
too
it.
can binge watch it now.
It's not hard.
That's right.
As a grown-up.
That's right.
And
That's
it's-
right.
and yeah, because it's so campy and colorful and fun, and yet it's got a lot of heart and a great message.
Yeah.
Great message for kids. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank you so much for today.
Thank you for asking me. It's lovely to meet you guys.
Can we get the team in real quick, everybody, one
Yes,
time?
come on in. Oops. Oh, it's okay. It's my little mirror so I can get my hair.
Can you get us
pretty.
and film all of us together?
Like this film on?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah, go for it.
I haven't been in nothing since like
And we can all like do it's Showtime synergy together or something.
I'm gonna do a picture here too.
Awesome. Yeah, we should get somebody to take a group shot of us.
Excuse me, sir.
Would you?
Hold a picture real quick.
Thank you so much. Give him one more camera too.
What you doing with my phone?
You got one more coming too.
Oh, you'll send it to me. Thank you. You're hired. Thank you so much.
I feel like you're gonna tag me up the third one. I got you. All right, 1, 2, 3. I got a couple now.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Take time out.
Yes.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations again. That's so much.
You did it all there, man.